What a beautiful day. And boy, do I have a sick bike to show you guys today.
This is the long-awaited Lyric Cycles Graffiti X, a 60-volt powerhouse with a claimed top speed of over 45 miles an hour. That's over 72 kilometers an hour for us Canadians, eh? And get this, the guys at Lyric said I'd have no problems making it go even faster. Today, we're gonna take a deep dive into exactly what makes this bike so special and why I think this bike is worth your hard-earned cash. By the end of the video, you'll know without a doubt if this is the right bike for you. Spoiler alert, it is.
We're gonna be testing the true top speed, the acceleration, the torque, the suspension, the brakes, let's just get started.
Just look at this beautiful bike. And this is no kit bike either. Every single component on the Graffiti X was handpicked and customized to deliver the best quality and performance. I have the Otis Blue version here, and the bike is available in 2 other colors. You can check those out by using the link in the description box below. Oh, and while you're down there, drop a like and let me know what you like best about the bike. One of the most important components on a bike, especially one that goes this fast, are the tires. That makes sense, right? It's the only thing that connects you to the road. These are a set of 100 by 90 on 16-inch wheels, CST hybrid dual sport tires. They're thick enough to last you for years and protect you against flats, and light enough not to bog down the bike's performance. They're engineered for durability, reliability, stability, and traction. So let's take them outside and find out how well they grip the road on our first test.
What a beautiful day. So let's get a good feel for how this bike handles on nice smooth road. Remember, this Graffiti X has motorcycle tires, so they are very stable. They just feel like heavy and quality. Let's do some corners here. I can just lean the bike over and I've got full contact on the tires. Man. And check these out, right? They're fully rounded off and I've got an even contact all the way across when I'm leaning the bike over. I can go all the way down here and still have the same contact as when I'm right there. How sick is that? So if you guys don't know, Lyric Cycles is based in Squamish, BC, near Vancouver, Canada. Their office and all their customer service, most of their parts are distributed out of here for warranty and any service issues. And the rest of the operation for Lyric is out in California. They have 2 warehouses there where they ship most of their bikes. So far, the company's got a handful of bikes from the regular Graffiti, the Graffiti X, and a couple bikes above this level. I'm not gonna spoil the beans. You guys can go and check them out in the link in the description. Let's see how she handles the gravel. I've got the bike locked right now at 20 miles an hour because that's the rule on any bike path. There's gonna be other pedestrians, other bikers. And this bike is just so smooth. There you go, no brakes. Perfect, lots and lots of traction. Just eats up all the small bumps. It just feels like such a quality product. It's insane. So different than what I'm used to riding.
Moving up from the tires, the next component on a bike like this that's responsible for your comfort is the suspension. And here again, the Graffiti X comes out swinging with 90 millimeters of rear hydraulic suspension using 2 of these coil shocks. These have all the adjustments needed, including rebound, to make this bike ride the way you want it to, no matter what you weigh. The springs that come with the bike can accommodate riders from 130 to 250 pounds. If you weigh north or south of that, Lyric Cycles has got you covered with lighter or heavier springs when you spec out your bike. And up front, you get an inverted fork with 160 mils of buttery smooth travel with air adjustment, compression, and rebound. Let's go back outside and find out how smooth the Graffiti X really is.
Let's test the Graffiti X on a rough section of road. Man, this thing is just smooth. It just eats up all the bumps. I can barely feel anything. There's some potholes. Nothing rattles on the bike. Everything just seems so plush and smooth. This is absolutely insane. The bike just stays in control and stays pointed exactly where I've got it. It doesn't feel cheap, it doesn't feel springy, it just feels like quality.
Okay, so we have a comfortable bike that can track the ground well and give us a ton of traction. That's gonna be super important because like I said earlier, it says here on Lyric's website that this electric bike can go over 45 miles an hour. Before I even attempt to go full speed on this thing, I gotta have confidence in the brakes. I'm extremely pleased to see that the guys at Lyric had the same concern. And I'm very impressed at the choice of brakes they're including on this e-bike. The Graffiti X comes with 4-piston Magura MT5E hydraulic brakes and massive 203mm rotors front and back. These are the same brakes used by downhill racers who need to stay in control while riding the steepest trails in the world. Not only that, but these brakes have regen. As soon as you put any pressure on this dual action lever, regen kicks in. This trickles some power back into the battery by converting your bike's forward momentum into electric energy that charges your battery while you ride. Witchcraft. So let's go back outside and find out how strong these brakes actually are on a heavy bike like this and see if this regen thing actually works.
Okay, time for the brake test. There's my marker at 20 feet. If you guys have seen my videos before, this is what I use for all my bike reviews. There's the marker where I'm gonna apply the brakes and hopefully the Graffiti X can stop before the 20-foot marker. I have a lot of confidence in this beast. Look at this thing, guys. 203mm rotors, Magura 4-piston brakes. These are the best brakes I've ever seen on any e-bike before. Let's see how they work in real life. So the first braking test we'll do is we'll leave it in e-bike mode. This will give us 20 miles an hour top speed, and I'm sure this bike's gonna stop within the 20-foot marker. I can just turn around over here. All right, let's e-bike our way over to the first marker, doing 20 miles an hour. Here we go, 19, 20, and brake. Gee. Look at that. Like, not even a bike length past the marker. This is absolutely insane. I still have like 15 feet left to the 20-foot marker. Now for the true test. Let's go back around. We're gonna unlock the bike and see if we can get this bike going full speed up to the marker and apply the brakes, see what we get. Okay, let's turn around here. Okay, you guys ready? 3, 2, 1, go. $30, $40, $45. Woo! Wow. I couldn't look at the speedometer and try to track the marker at the same time, but I'm pretty sure I'm still within the 20-foot mark. Whatever's going on here in terms of braking is absolutely perfect. Nice work, guys. So let's see how this regen works. As far as I'm told here, this little watt display right underneath that says 0, that's because we're not moving. But as we head downhill here, I'm just gonna feather the brakes, and the bike should use its own forward momentum to re-input power back into my battery. Let's test it out. Okay, get going here. Now the display shows 0. I'm just gonna feather the brake. There you go, 5,004. You definitely feel it. I'm just feathering the brake and you can feel the bike slow down. But not by the brakes, by the motor. It's such a cool feeling. And it ramps up over 5 seconds and puts 5,000, 5,200, 5,300, 5,400 of power back into the battery. How cool is that?
This bike is just unique in so many ways, including the drivetrain, or lack thereof. Check out this Gates belt drive system. The guys at Lyric all feel that your bike should not be high maintenance. That's why they spec the Graffiti X with a carbon belt drive system instead of a chain, derailleur, gears. The belt drive here is completely waterproof, dustproof, and lube-free. That all means zero maintenance needed. There's nothing to clank around back here. It's completely quiet. And what about the all-important sensor? Is it a cadence sensor? Is it a torque sensor? Well, not having a drivetrain on this bike should be a dead giveaway that it's a cadence sensor. But this one is completely sealed. That means no water and no dust can get inside. So let's go back outside and test one of the only components that makes this bike a bicycle and see if a bike like this is actually decent to pedal.
So what's the Graffiti X like to pedal? To be perfectly honest, I don't think this is a pedal bike. It's a bike that has pedals, right? They're kind of for show. This is not a bike that you're gonna get a ton of exercise on, right? If you're any taller than myself, you know, I'm 5'9" and my knees are coming up to the handlebars here, right? But it's not terrible. The seat's super comfortable and it doesn't rub against my thighs. I mean, I'm comfortable pedaling. I could do this all day if I had to. But this isn't where the bike shines. It shines by using this thing.
So far, I really like what I'm seeing here. The attention to detail, the choice in components, and the ride quality are all top notch. Now I have full confidence in testing the top speed of this insane bike. But before we do that, let's take a closer look at what the Graffiti X uses for a powertrain and why this electric combo is so unique in the market. The heart of this beast of an e-bike is a 3,000 watt direct drive hub motor that can peak at an insane 7,200 watts. This is all possible because of the 80 amp controller hidden in here. For reference, most normal e-bikes only have a 20 to 30 amp controller at most. And finally, the pièce de résistance is this massive 60 volt, 40 amp hour battery that's built with the highest quality Samsung cells in the market. And I gotta tell you, I am stoked that the guys at Lyric don't want this massive battery to take 10 hours to charge. That's why they give you this huge 8 amp charger. That massive 40 amp hour battery is only gonna take 5 hours to fully charge from empty. Now that's fast. So let's get back on the road and find out how all of this comes together to give us the performance that you and I crave.
Time for the hill climb. I've got my fire hydrant here, 15% grade hill ahead of me. I'm in e-bike mode right now. Pedal assist number 9. Gradual start. Let's see what kind of speed we can get up to up this hill. Right up to 20 miles an hour. Now I'm in the bike lane right now because I'm going bike speeds. And yeah, I mean, this bike feels super tame. I literally could put my grandma on this and she'd be fine. 19, 18. So it looks like our speedometer on the bike is 1 mile an hour faster than GPS. But 19 miles an hour up a 15% grade hill, no problems, didn't bog down at all. Let's do the same test. There's my fire hydrant, 15% grade hill, but this time, let's unlock the bike. Ready, set, go. Oh my God. 40 miles an hour uphill. What? What is happening right now? This is insane. If this bike can get up to 45 miles an hour uphill, what can it get on flat ground? Who's ready for a top speed run? This guy. Okay. Pedal assist mode number 9. This is as fast as it goes, as much power as the bike will draw. And let's unlock it from e-bike mode into off-road mode. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. I'm gonna look at the GPS here. Already at 22 miles an hour. $45, $46, $47, $48. $50 miles an hour. Wow. Oh my God. That's as fast as I've ever gone on any bike at any time. Just insane. Okay, let's do a speed run, and this time I'm gonna benchmark the acceleration. I'm gonna yell out when I see 20 miles an hour, 28 miles an hour, and the quoted 45 miles an hour. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1, go. $20 miles an hour, 28. $44, $45. Woo! Oh my God!
So let's touch a little bit more on ride quality, shall we? Going for long rides on a super fun bike like this one can still be ruined by a really uncomfortable seat or an awkward sitting position. So here's what a 5'9" dude looks like sitting on the bike. I can easily reach the ground flat-footed. The handlebars are just in the right position. I don't have to reach forward or lean back on it. Look at this. Boom. And when my feet are on the pedals, my knees don't come up to my chin. Perfect. So why don't we fast travel a few hours into my first ride on the Graffiti X to find out if this bike is like riding a cloud or a bucking bronco. To be honest, this is one of the most comfortable bikes I've ever been on. The massive leather seat is so soft and plush. The big, wide, and tall handlebars are perfect for controlling a powerful bike like this one. And check out this stem. It's a direct mount right onto the top crown of the fork. This brings the bars close to you and gives you the best steering line possible. The bike's quite long, but that's a good thing. It keeps it steady when you're going Mach 10. The rubber grips are soft and grippy, and they're actually pretty thick, so they give you a really strong hold on the bars. I love how wide and tall the handlebars are. They put my body in such a strong position for steering. And the pedals, well, they're pretty generic pedals. And to be honest, on a bike like this, it's just a place to rest your feet. So we just looked at and talked about all the things that we can feel on the bike. Now it's time to talk about the things that we can see. Starting with this 4-inch center-mounted color display. It's big, it's bright, it looks like you could probably see it in the sun, and it looks to have everything you'd want to see while out for a ride. It has your time at the top, the voltage left in the battery, your pedal assist or power mode, the speed you're going, the watts that the bike is drawing from the battery or regenning back into the battery while braking. You've got your trip, your time spent on the bike, the odometer, the average speed, and the max speed. The menu system is also super nice to go through. You can change the language, brightness, auto off, clock. There's 2 scenes to choose from. Check out this classic. Yeah, it's pretty nice, but I think I like the other one better. Check out this 7-inch, 6,000 lumen motorcycle LED headlight. Here are the daytime running lights. Just 2 LED bars on the top and bottom. Here's the low beam. Here's the high beam. All 6,000 lumens. Seeing stars yet? And Lyric didn't stop at just a big headlight and called it a day. The bike comes with a taillight and turn signals. This makes me super happy because I love to ride at night and visibility is so important. The big screen, the lights, the horn. Whoa! All of this looks and sounds great in the studio, but how are they going to perform out in the real world?
First things first, can we see the display out in the sun? Let's turn it on. Nice and bright. And this still has the protector on it too, so you're gonna get an even clearer picture once all this is off. Very bright, very contrasty, 10 out of 10 on the display. So on the left side here, you've got a button to turn the lights on or off. You've got your turn signals to the left, to the right. And then here, you've got a middle switch that'll just turn on your daytime running lights. You've got low beams that look like this. And you've got high beam that looks like this. So lights are great and all during the day for extra visibility, but how do they perform at night? Okay, let's take a look at what the beam looks like up against the wall. This is no lights, daytime running light. So it's just an LED floodlight all around, all the way to the sides, all the way through the wall. Let's go regular headlight. Just like a column of light that lines up the lane in front of you. Pretty nice. And full beam. There you go. Love it. Let's go for a ride. So many e-bikes now come with a chintzy headlight that you just can't use. Completely useless. This is a proper headlight. Look at this road. No street lights here, but this headlight is just perfect.
So this is one of the first bikes I've ever ridden with a dual personality. You can leave it in e-bike mode and just cruise the bike paths around other pedestrians while doing the legal speed limit of 20 miles an hour. Or you can throw it into off-road mode and unlock the power to take you 50 plus miles an hour. Now, I personally think there's a very strong argument in getting a bike that goes this fast, especially if you're going to be riding around other cars. Going substantially slower in the bike lane while other cars are just whizzing by you is kind of sketchy. But having a bike that can go the same speed as they do feels so much safer. Don't believe me? Come with me. I'm going to show you what it feels like to ride a bike around traffic doing 20 miles an hour. And then riding a bike that can match the speed of all the other cars around you. Okay. So let's do a range test. Throughout the ride today, I'm gonna have Strava on and I'll be recording our ride. Let's start. There we go. I'll give you an update as far as range goes in a few miles. Okay, let's see how inconspicuous this bike is on the regular pedestrian paths. I've got the bike locked in e-bike mode right now, so 20 mile an hour top speed. Oh, this bike just handles like a dream. I love it. I'm interested to find out how many heads are gonna turn thinking that this is a motorcycle or whatnot. Just lean it over. Just tons of traction. Oh man. You know what? This might be controversial, and I know you guys like going fast, and so do I, but I think they got this right with the 20 mile an hour top speed on bike paths where there's other pedestrians and other riders. It's fast enough to get to where I'm going, but it's very tame and very controlled. So here's where the dual personality of this bike comes in super handy. When we take it off the path,
unlock it, and get on the road. Let's see if I can keep up with this car. Oh yeah, no problem. I can catch up to the car. I love the feeling on this bike when you're already going like 20-30 miles an hour, then you open up the throttle, just pulls like a mother. Woo! And the brakes, I have full confidence in these brakes. They're absolutely so strong and so smooth. I just feel like I'm in control on this bike. It's absolutely awesome. Put a turn signal on. So here's what it feels like riding only 20 miles an hour in the bike lane with traffic whizzing by you. Look how close this guy is driving to this other car. People are stupid on the roads, man. Didn't even look. Just following the rules. So here's a perfect example. I'm in the bike lane right now, but to go straight, the bike lane ends. I'd have to ride on the sidewalk. What if there's other pedestrians on there or people in wheelchairs? That sidewalk's not wide enough for my bike and them. So let's unlock the bike. Ride as fast than the traffic here. Okay, range report. We are at 60 volts. So I'll put the percentage up here on the screen. And battery showing about halfway. I've ridden for about an hour right now and 16 miles. Let's keep going. So here I have kind of two choices, right? Ride on the road, but risk to get clipped by a car. Or weave through pedestrians. I mean, either way, there's no good way of doing it. So riding safely on the sidewalk and bike path and all is nice, but this is not why you get this bike. Oh man, you get it so you can open it up on roads like this. Yeah. Thanks, buddy. What's that?
Where'd you get that?
Company out of Squamish.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Those were like 4K, 3K?
4K American, so probably like 5-ish. Yeah, dude.
So fast?
78.
Nice.
Good enough for the road, right?
Yeah, nice.
It's not like highway, but
Sweet.
range report. 57.4 volts. I am just under half now and 22 miles, hour and 15 moving. Let's keep going. Okay, range check. I am down to 53.2 volts and my battery has turned red. Now there's still juice in there, bike still works fine, still goes stinking fast. And we've done 29.85, so 30 miles. Let's keep going. So, $1 million question. Who is the Lyric Cycles Graffiti X perfect for? The short answer is someone like me. Someone who wants a bike with dual personalities. A bike that you can ride safely on the bike paths, doing the speed limit, all while being courteous to other pedestrians on the bike and walking paths. And a bike that you can just unlock with a push of a button and unleash to propel yourself over 50 miles an hour. Woo! Someone who wants a bike that is so comfortable you can ride it for hours without getting fatigued. Someone that values friendly, local customer service. Take it from me, these guys are Canadians. We're the most polite people on earth. And finally, someone who's a bit of an adrenaline junkie, because this bike is so much fun to ride, especially when you get some open roads and you get to open it up. Woo-hoo-hoo! I am just blown away by the amount of attention to detail that's gone into this bike that separates it from 90% of the bikes out there. This is something different. So if the Graffiti X sounds like it's the bike for you, what am I saying? Just click on the link in the description and get yourself one. You will not be disappointed. I promise you. And if you want to see some more awesome bikes, this playlist here has got you covered. I'll see you guys over there.